Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box and welcome to my last video of 2022. I thought as this year comes to a close, we could have a brief retrospective of all the best and worst dolls of 2022. In my opinion, it's been a glorious year for dolls. I think there's been some really amazing dolls. There's also been some not so great dolls. And in this video we're going to be talking about my top 3 best dolls of this year, my top worst 3 dolls of this year, and then we're also going to look at your best and worst dolls of the year, because on my Instagram, if you're following me on Instagram, you would probably know about this, I asked you all to vote for your best and worst dolls of this year. And we had over 100 votes, so thank you so much for getting involved if you did that. I really appreciate it. And it was very interesting to see what you guys had to say about the dolls from this year. But anyway, without further delay, this is the best and worst dolls of 2022. Yay! Cue the music. First of all, before we get properly started, I thought it would be interesting to look back at what I said were my top 3 best dolls of 2021. So, at the end of last year, I said my 3rd most favourite dolls were the OMG LOL Surprise dolls. I have loved these dolls ever since they came out, and I specifically said the New Year's Eve doll and also the Spicy and Sweet kind of best friends set. Those dolls are stunning. I love them. And then in my 2nd place, I said Barbie Rewind, which, you know, I stand by that. Love the Barbie Rewind line. Such a great line. I hope it continues into 2023. And at number 1, I put the Bratz reproduction dolls, which is interesting. I definitely don't think I would put those dolls as high now. I'm getting quite tired and bored of all these Bratz reproductions. Don't get me wrong, I love the Bratz, but I'd like to see just like a nice core line of Bratz dolls. I still love the Bratz. It's just funny, I don't think I would put Bratz number 1 this year. Anyway, let's talk about my worst dolls of 2022. First of all, I just want to mention my dishonorable mentions from this year. Dolls I was not so keen on. I actually put in my dishonorable mentions the OMG Fierce dolls. I felt like this line could have been so much better. I thought some of their clothes looked a bit tacky. I did enjoy the like longer, more Barbie-esque bodies. That was interesting, but I don't think these dolls are different enough from the OMG dolls to kind of warrant their existence. But that said, the quality is still really high on these dolls, and I am interested to see where this line goes, so I hope it continues, basically. My other dishonorable mention was the Barbie Extra Mix and Match doll. The doll itself, stunning, love it. The clothes, hideous. What is going on here? I thought this doll was really tacky. In general, I feel like the Barbie Extra line, the quality has gotten a little bit worse this past year, and a lot of the dolls are just looking really tacky and awful. Occasionally we get a great Barbie Extra doll like this one. I love this doll, she's stunning. But then for every one of these dolls we have like 5 really tacky ugly ones. Anyway, in 3rd place on my worst dolls of 2022 list, we have the Barbie Color Reveal dolls. I mean, are you surprised? I have never been a massive fan of these dolls. I hate the tacky painted on clothing. I hate the garish colours. I recently opened the Color Reveal advent calendar. It was tacky. It was tacky, it was awful, it was cheap. I hated it. The reason why the Color Reveal line isn't number 1 is because I feel like some of the designs this year have been a little bit better than in previous years, but still not great. Where's the removable fashion? In 2nd place on my list of worst dolls of 2022, we have Barbie Dreamtopia. Barbie Dreamtopia. These dolls are so tacky. You know, I've said it all before, these dolls are awful. The lack of articulation is just trash. Trash. This doll line is trash. On a more positive note, the mermaid dolls this year for the Barbie Dreamtopia line were not so bad. They were okay. It's just the quality which is the issue. The quality is so low. And then my number 1 worst doll of 2022 has to be the Disney Princess Ultimate Celebration line from the Disney store. I did a whole kind of retrospective of this line recently where I spoke about why exactly I didn't like it, so I won't go into too much detail here. I did actually buy one of the dolls since making that video. I have her here. I bought the Merida one because I went to Scotland this Christmas, so it felt appropriate. And also, I think her doll is one of the nicest. It seems like a nice representation of her, and I actually do quite like this doll. The quality is really great. I got her on sale for £32, which was a great bargain. I would never have bought her at £110, which is what she was retailing for originally. Even though the quality is still really great, the price point is still really off-putting for these dolls, and I just think the designs were really lackluster and don't represent the princesses very well, so for that reason, this doll line is my worst doll line of 2022. Anyway, on to a more positive note, we are now going to talk about my best dolls of 2022, and I'm excited to share them with you. First of all, my honourable mentions. We have the Drama Reel Monster High dolls. I love these. They look stunning. I really want them. The reason why they didn't make it into the top 3 is because they are unavailable in the UK. They are so hard to find. I can't find anywhere to buy them online. Such a shame. I feel like these would have been top of my list if I could have been able to get my hands on them. Same with the Barbie Rewind line. I'm very sad. I still gave them an honourable mention because I love this line, but I have not been able to find anywhere to buy these dolls in the UK, and Mattel, I'm desperate. I am willing to send you all of my money. You just need to make these dolls available to me. What is the problem? What is the issue? And my last honourable mention is the Barbie Cutie Reveal line. These were quite nice quality dolls. They are quite expensive, they're about £30 a doll. I just think in comparison to the Colour Reveal line, this doll line has so much more going for it. They have articulated bodies. I mean, finally Barbie, thank you. So I wanted to put the Cutie Reveal dolls on this list just to say, yes Barbie, more of this, more of this. Less of the Dreamtopia Colour Reveal dolls, more of this. So, third place on my best dolls of 2022 list, we have, bling, the Shadow High twins. Guys, I ordered them recently when they went on sale, and I was absolutely blown away with the designs, with the quality, with the style, with the embellishments. These are just stunning, stunning dolls, and they weren't even that expensive. They were like 50 quid. Love how this one is blowing a bubble. Love that. This one has thigh-high boots, which are actually made of real material. I had to put these dolls in my number 3 spot because they're just iconic. Like, honestly, I could not suggest buying these dolls more. At second place in my best dolls of 2022 list, we have the LOL Surprise OMG Fashion Show dolls. Like I said earlier, I have always really loved the OMG dolls, and this line didn't disappoint. I thought, I loved the styles, I loved the colour schemes. I actually bought every single doll in this line because I was so impressed with it. Okay, and the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for, my number 1 best doll of 2022 has to be the Rainbow High Rainbow Vision doll line. Wow. They're immaculate. Immaculate doll line. You know what, like, could not be better. Price point, good. Quality, good. Style, good. Just everything about it has been fantastic. I mean, just look at them. Look at these dolls. They are absolutely stunning. So much attention to detail. I especially love this one. I think she's my favourite doll I bought this whole year. She's just absolutely stunning. Beautifully styled, beautiful dress. Well done, MGA. You have created such a beautiful doll line. I'm really impressed, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us in 2023. So anyway, doll fans, we looked at my top 3 best doll lines of 2022. We also looked at my worst doll lines. Now we're gonna look at your worst and best doll lines. As I mentioned before, I asked you guys to vote on Instagram, and here are the results. Okay, so third place in the voters' worst dolls of 2023, we have a tie. We have Barbie Colour Reveal and Dream Ella at number 3. I also put the Colour Reveal dolls at my number 3, so snap. The Dream Ella dolls, I feel like the reason why these dolls got so many votes were because they're quite derivative of Barbie, but I actually think that their style and designs are quite good, and I kind of think we should give Dream Ella a chance because, you know, the quality is quite good and the price point is amazing. Okay, coming in second place for the voters' worst doll of 2022. This doll line also got a lot of votes. We have the Addison Rae doll line. Oy. I think most people were really disappointed with her face sculpt. Also, maybe just a lot of my followers aren't massive fans of Addison Rae in general, because I don't actually hate these dolls. I mean, again, the quality is like not bad. These are fine. These are fine dolls. Like, they're not particularly outstanding, don't get me wrong. And I think the focus on social media and influencers and that whole culture might be a little bit problematic, especially when marketed towards children, because I don't think kids need any more encouragement to go online and live their lives online. You know, it can be really bad for your self-image. But as a doll, I don't think these look that bad, personally. Again, her face sculpt is rough. Guys, it's rough. It doesn't look like Addison Rae at all. They did her dirty. I don't know who signed off on this doll. That is a problem. The face sculpt is bad. Bad. Okay, and this one is shady, guys. The number one spot, first place for the voters' worst doll of 2022, we have Barbie. The whole Barbie line. Well, I'm guessing it's more focus on the Playline dolls. The quality for the Playline dolls has just been going downhill and getting worse and worse and worse for nearly a decade now. And yeah, I mean, I use this image here of the fashionistas because I think they look like really bad. The styling, the clothing just looks awful, and they have zero articulation. But my gosh, like, Barbie is still the queen of fashion dolls somehow, and hopefully things will start to look up for her. I just really want Mattel to think about the quality of these dolls. It turns a doll from something you play with for like 5 minutes into something a child will play with for years. That extra attention to detail. But wow, putting her number one worst doll, you guys are shady. You guys are shady. Ah, sacre bleu. Anyway, on to a more positive note. We are now going to be talking about you, the voters. We're going to be talking about your top 3 best dolls of 2022. I'm excited. In third place for the voters' best doll of 2022, we have Monster High, Generation 3 of Monster High. Very, very exciting to see Monster High come back, and I do think, you know, these dolls are promising. They're exciting. The quality is pretty good. The price point is pretty good. It feels like they've stayed faithful to the characters to an extent. And they also brought out some fantastic dolls this year that were aimed more towards collectors, which is brilliant. You know, they're really covering all their bases. I do feel like Mattel did quite a good job with the relaunch of Monster High, and I'm excited to see what they do next with this doll line. And second place for the voters' best doll of 2022, we have Shadow High. And you know what, again, I agree. Shadow High launched for the first time this year. It's kind of a spin-off line to the Rainbow High line, and it is just such a brilliant line. Beautifully designed, fantastic dolls, high quality, and yeah, again, I'm very excited to see what new dolls we get for Shadow High in 2023. Okay, drum roll please. The voters' number one best doll of 2022 is Rainbow High. And I have to say, I could not agree more. I could not agree more. What a fantastic doll line, amazing quality, brilliant designs, beautiful dolls. And I think especially with the Rainbow Vision line as well, the line I mentioned earlier, I just feel like this has become such a powerhouse in the doll industry. And also Rainbow High won the vote by an absolute massive landslide. They had like a third of all the votes. They did really, really well. So I feel like lots of people agree that Rainbow High is just a brilliant doll line, and I'm really proud of Rainbow High. Give them a big clap, guys. So there we have it, doll fans. That was the best and worst dolls of 2022. What did you think of my lists? What did you think of the ranking? Please let me know in the comments. Also, please let me know in the comments which dolls you're looking forward to in 2023. I'm very excited to see what dolls we get for the Barbie movie, the Barbie live action movie. Very excited about that. I'm really excited to see what comes next for Rainbow High and Shadow High, and also the OMG dolls. And I'm excited to see if we get any new doll lines. Overall, I'm just very excited to see what happens in the doll world in 2023. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram and TikTok and watch some more of my videos and enjoy the last couple days of 2022. I will see you soon, doll fans. Bye.